these Europeans, I really feel sorry for them because they had a lot of opportunities, but they have been misusing them. I don't know why. They come to tell me how to organize elections. How to organize elections? I am an expert on elections. You can call me to help you, but so how to organize elections, how to handle homosexuals, please. I know how to handle homosexuals. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Mundeke. So you tell these Europeans, say mutuleke. Mutuleke. But otherwise, you can hear that I am speaking to you in English. I'm not speaking Chinese. I'm not speaking Russian. I'm not speaking Turkish. I'm not speaking Hindi. I'm speaking English. So I can easily work with you people, with you the Europeans, if you are disciplined. The problem is that they lack discipline. Somebody comes to your house, say, this chair should be, you man, you have just come to my house. You should sit where I show you. Not to tell me this chair should be here. This is bad manners. Europe itself was not very far advanced. Now, the Europeans using that, in addition to gunpowder, they quickly added other inventions. And for us here, we were here with our kings, with our witch doctors, also the priests came and prayed for us to remain like that. And then when we die, quickly, die early, the priest comes and says, oh, God gives and takes away. God is the one who has called you, but why does God call Africans only? Is he only for African company or what? Why do the Africans die early? Because you fellows here, before the NRM came, you were dying at the age of 43. That's why my soldiers started calling me Mzee. Even when I was 30, they thought I was too old, I should have died. Now, you see the mistakes in the world. When you hear all these wars going on, they are caused by this ignorance of some people think that if they happen to have technology, to know more about technology today, that they are therefore entitled to go and enslave other people. This was the mistake of the Europeans. Why did the Europeans think they could colonize Africa? Why? Did they have clever people among them or what? But the miscalculation was, we have got gunpowder, we can go and those people have spears, we can go and conquer them and control them. Wapi, they didn't know that everybody can wake up and also copy or even exceed what you are doing yourself. What does the human being need? The human being needs food, number one. And I'm very happy. I'm a very reliable supporter of you people because I produce milk for you and beef for you. So I'm a very proud man. Said I am contributing to the basic needs of these people. That's why you are not importing milk from anywhere. You are not importing beef. I am one of the contributors. Then other people, I also grow bananas for you. And I'm very happy with that. You remember the original problem of Africa was lagging behind in the technology of security. When we lagged behind in gunpowder, that was our biggest mistake. We are now not going to lag behind again. We are making our own weapons, and we shall continue improving. Let us solve problems, especially poverty and lack of jobs. We have created for you a common market of Africa. We had to work from 1980 at the Lagos conference. Our leaders woke up. This had been 20 years since independence. They woke up and said, if we don't create one African market, we shall never get out of poverty. Because you can have a continent of a lot of natural resources, but if it is badly organized economically and politically, it will never get out of poverty. Look at Latin America. Latin America has got more natural resources than the United States. But you watch on TV, people from South America are walking on foot to go to the United States because of the misery in Latin America. Why? Because Latin America is disorganized politically and economically. There's no way you can make business in Latin America and you succeed. In Guatemala, in Uruguay, in what? Those are rich in presidents, but poor in everything else. Have a lot of presidents, they come to meetings, a lot of gun salutes, but poor in everything else. Now, the United States, whatever you think about the President Americans who are there now, they are leaders. But the original ones, like Washington and others, had a better view when they united the 13 American colonies, British colonies, into the nucleus of the United States. That big market is the one which has made the United States to overtake these small European countries, UK, France, all those small countries, because for them they were stuck in their old narrowness. British, whatever, Francais, I don't know what. Now, this United States became easier for business to operate in. Because if I was in the USA, I would now be a billionaire. Because I would sell my milk from New York to California, a land area of 3 million square miles, a population of 320 million. So now the future is now going to belong to those big countries. You have seen how China has overtaken those small countries of Europe. It is now the second biggest economy, China. All those little countries, UK, what have you, those are wako nyuma huko. Now, India is coming up. Russia is a very powerful country. Although the population is not so big, it's about 140 million, but it's a huge country. And it will come up after they get out of their confusion, which they had at some time. Therefore, we in Africa, we couldn't be part of that confused group. We were very happy that our leaders in 1980, when some of us were still fighting, but those who were in charge, they met in Lagos, and they launched what they call the Lagos Plan of Action. You can check it on your internet, you will see what it was. But it was saying, Africa to be prosperous, we needed to have a common market. That's how we started with the East African, with COMESA, what became COMESA. And East African Community. And now we are talking about the African Common Market. So we have now created that African market for you. It's there. There's the Ugandan market, there's the East African market, there's the African market.
I'm a king, yes, I'm a king, I'm a king.